So in this video I'll be talking about why I personally think the Crew Motorfest game is going to be better than Forza Horizon 5. And let me just tell you that this video is based upon my opinions, so if you disagree or agree with my opinions, let me know in the comments below. Anyways, moving on with this video, I would like to start this video by talking about first cars. Now at the time when Forza Horizon 5 launched, we got new cars like the Porsche Taycan, Land Rover Defender, McLaren GD and all that, with a few cars missing from Forza Horizon 4 and the other titles. Whereas in this game, all the cars from the Crew 2 are going to be there, along with a bunch of new cars like the Terzo Millennio, the Lamborghini Terzo Millennio. We are getting a bunch of concept cars like the Bugatti Bolide. We are also getting new road legal cars like or production cars like the Lamborghini Countach, the Lamborghini Revolto, the Hummer EV. We're getting a lot of new cars to this franchise in this new game. Whereas in the previous game, yes, we did get a lot of new cars, but the new cars eventually got added into the series a bit later on with future updates, which is not a bad thing. But then the amount of new cars compared to the old cars in the game, I'd say it's pretty low, because what Forza is doing is, well, what Forza did before 2023 was, with each update they bring back returning cars from the franchise and they bring less newer cars. However, after 2023, with all the donor media updates and all that, they're getting new cars to the Forza franchise, which is good to see. But then the fact that it should have been included since the beginning of launch is something. Although we do get a guarantee that all the future updates for the Crew Motorfest are going to include new cars to the franchise, which is a really good thing. Moving over to our second topic of this video, which is map and location. So the Crew Motorfest is going to be based upon the island of Hawaii, which is very diverse as it features a modern city with huge skyscrapers and skylines, sandy beaches, a mountain leading to the top of a volcano, rainforests to take your SUVs and buggies for a little off-roading fun, and when we come to Forza Horizon 5, it also, well, the developers say that it is supposed to be more diverse than Forza Horizon 4. However, it's just the same, because all it has is just plenty of dirt roads and less asphalt roads. There is a city called Guanajuato, and it is a good city, but it doesn't have those huge skylines and skyscrapers. And you might feel like, well, what's wrong with it? What is wrong with it is that we've had the same kind of location or theme in the previous game, which is Forza Horizon 4, in that the location of the game was based upon in Scotland, Edinburgh, and yeah, like we basically got a similar game, but in a slightly different location, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, the roads are much narrower. Uh, there's nothing fun about that city except for the tunnels to travel into, especially at night with your drift cars and all that. So that's the only fun part about it. However, but yeah, other parts of the map is just for drifting and off-roading, and yeah, there is again the long highway. But yeah, that's about it mostly. So to conclude, I'm going to say that Forza Horizon 5 does not have diversity in its map. Moving over to the third topic of this video, which is story. Now, we don't know much about the Crew Motorfest story, but what has been revealed thus far, I can at least understand what could be the story of this game. So we have a lot of playlists to explore within the game, like the vintage races and EV races and whatnot, and each playlist, I think, has a story of its own, which might contain loads and loads of racing based events. And I can confidently say this because the previous game, aka The Crew 2, had thousands of racing events for each category within each division of racing. And when we come to Forza Horizon 5, well, it also has a story, but then the main campaign, in my opinion, you can just finish it off in 5 hours if you just dedicate yourself without taking any breaks into the story. And if you include the other side stories like the Donald Media stories or the Bonfire stories, then with all of them combined, I think the maximum amount of time it will take for you to complete the game will be 10 hours or even less. Whatever it is guaranteed to be less than 15 hours. Whereas for the Crew 2 to complete the whole game, it is going to take at least 20 hours, in my opinion. Moving over to our fourth topic of this video, and that is graphics and animation. When it comes to graphics, it's a tie between the two games, as both the games now support 4K configuration. However, when it comes to animation, the Crew Motorfest takes the win easily, because it now features an animation of 360 degrees rotation for the steering wheel. And it's a huge thing because the previous game, the Crew 2, did not have that animation. You can only rotate the steering for like 180 degrees, and that's it. Even if you had the Logitech steering wheel in real life, your character in the game would still rotate 180 degrees or 240 degrees only. And in the Forza Horizon series, well, since the first game, it's been the same. And I think that's the whole thing of the game. Maybe we'll never be able to see 360-degree animation in the Forza Horizon series. However, what I'm most bothered about is the gear changing animation. In the Forza Horizon 5 game, it is actually pretty inaccurate, especially when you apply the handbrakes. It doesn't show that the character has actually dropped his hand down to pull out the handbrake. It just looks like the car is automatically drifting. The handbrakes have been applied by your passenger who's just sitting beside you. Whereas in this game, in the Motorfest, well, although there haven't been any animations regarding that, I can assure you that that animation for applying handbrakes is going to be there. And since we're on the topic of animation, I just want to mention how bad the animation is in Horizon 5, because in Horizon 4, the gear changing animations were pretty accurate. In Horizon 5, which is supposed to be a successor of Horizon 4, the gear changing animation is bad? I mean, does that make sense? Moving over to the last topic of this video, and that is the features. Before I tell you about the features included in Motorfest, let me tell you about the features included in the Crew 2 that are not there in Forza Horizon 5. Starting off with number 1, walking around the main house. Now in the Crew 2, you can customize your main character, and even though it's a racing game and not a GTA like game, you can walk around the main house, and in my opinion, it serves a purpose for actually having houses in the game. Whereas in Horizon 5, you can buy many houses and customize your character with a lot of variety of items, but you can't walk around the house that you own? I mean, what is the purpose to owning houses then? Maybe the developers thought the houses could act like garages located in different regions, but if that really was the case, they should have stuck to the traditional Horizon outposts that they had from Horizon 1 to Horizon 3. Number 2, customizations. When it comes to customizations, the Crew 2, a 5-year-old game, beats Horizon 5, which is almost 2 years old now. For exterior customization, you have varieties of options or paths to choose for not just 1 or 2 cars in your garage, but for all the cars available in the game. And even though Horizon 5 does have some good customizations, they're exclusive to a few cars. Not all the cars present in the game have the option to apply a huge wing that you can opt for in the Mark IV Supra. Forget that. Crew 2's got interior customization. Well, you can't change your car's seats or the steering wheel, however, you can change the interior color and have different patterns as well. You can even change the texture of the interior by choosing an Alcantara interior or some other materials like carbon fiber or whatnot. And when we talk about Horizon 5, you really can't do anything except for just look at it in Forza Vista mode or when you're driving it in cockpit view. Number 3, car import. Coming back to Crew Motorfest, a new feature which I don't think is available in any AAA racing game and that is the option to import your car collection from the previous title. This is something which Horizon 5 should have had because at the launch of that game, half of the cars introduced in Horizon 4 through festival playlist were gone and later introduced in Horizon 5 through the festival playlist as new cars. Even though Playground Games are introducing more new to Forza cars since the beginning of 2023, they finally come on the right track. And number 4, the Rewind feature. Another new feature introduced in Motorfest to the Crew series is the Rewind. It's the same as the Rewind in Horizon. If you crash or mess up a turn or something, you just press the Rewind button and you're on the right track again. And that's it for this video. If you have any opinions to share, feel free to do so in the comment box. Like, share, subscribe and share with your friends. Bye bye.